what are we doing today? We're gonna unbox something, we're gonna set it up, we're gonna get frustrated along the way, so of course we're gonna drink, and we're gonna have a frustratingly good time. Now also, before we get going, the project that we're talking about today, we might see a return of these guys, and you know what they are, so stay tuned. Nerdy dude stuff. For those of you keeping track at home, today's beer is brought to you by Golden Road Brewing out of Los Angeles, California. This is a brewery that I know Action Crypto enjoys very much, and we found the Guava Cart Wheat Ale with guava and passion fruit today at our local grocery store. The best way to describe this beer, sitting at 5% alcohol by volume, is a hop-free, even though it's not really hop-free, but not really a bitter or a hopsy IPA since it is an ale. This has a very strong upfront guava flavoring that starts to yield into that hazy, juicy IPA feeling, but without that bitterness. And then on the back end, it has a slight sour from the passion fruit flavoring that's not overpowering. 3.75 out of 5. And if you guys want to buy me a beer, you can either send it to the P.O. box here on screen down in the description of this video, or click on the link to buy me a coffee, which we know it's really going to be for beer. Leave a note and what you want to see me find, and we'll go from there. Cheers to you guys. Bink! What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video about cryptocurrency and another new plug-and-play miner at home that I'm excited to talk about, because this project also can go hand-in-hand with our Fartmaster 3000, which might be making a comeback because of this small project. So this is your customary thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's jump right to the unboxing and then talk about PiFi. Not our typical unboxing angle, but I wanted to show you guys that this came to us from a new project called, not my address, we could send beer, PiFi. So I do not have a Raspberry Pi or anything along those lines, and this is my first time experiencing them, so this is going to be a learning curve for me, and I'm actually excited to do this because I've wanted to get into Raspberry Pi mining and stuff and bring that content to you guys, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. So big shout out and big thank you to PiFi for getting me involved, and I'm excited for this. So let's go ahead and get right into the unboxing here, and this is going to be our Raspberry Pi device, so we're going to be super careful with it. And I don't know why I'm being so fragile. I've handled newborns and treated them less fragile than this. Okay, there we go. Here we are, and you'd probably be cringing at everything that I'm touching here, but here's our Raspberry Pi device with everything needed, all of our ports. So we're going to be using that for the PiFi. Here's all our cables and cords. I'm probably not going to record all the setup on this just because of everything I need to do and figure out on my own. And then here is our power supply with a nice little on-off switch. So that is a USB to the mini, not the C line, and then your typical wall power brick. Now, one thing that these devices need, since they are going to be utilizing the GPS and geolocation and stuff, and you'll see this more on screen here in a moment, is an actual GPS module. And so you can get them on Amazon, and I'll be going over that here in just the video in a minute. But this is to make sure that, you know, you're providing airstream and quality data from multiple locations and not just one location. And it's a simple little doodad like this, relatively cheap on Amazon, I believe. So let's get to setting up and seeing what we can do. I never said I was smart or the most intelligent guy, but inside this little bag here is the main component that we need, and this is our air quality sensor for PiFi. So this is what we're going to be setting up, and then hopefully in the near future with this project we'll be able to bring you a video like this that was also covering the Awair elements and how to set up, because to an average person this little device might seem intimidating. You know, it's going to take us a few minutes to set up and everything, and someone might just want to plug and go, but they have all these little computer pieces and it might be intimidating versus the box of the Awair element. So that's what we're here for. Let's get going. As to be expected, I always have problems with everything, especially speaking. It's never just plug and go for me. But anyway, I've got the power source plugged in. You can see the little red light on. I've got my HDMI plugged into this monitor, but we don't have anything firing up. And then, of course, our mouse and keyboard back at the USB ports right there. And for those of you that might have missed out, this is a Raspberry Pi 3, came out in 2017. So that's the model that we got, and that's what we're trying to set up. So that way we can install the air sensor parts down here, which I think I left out one other part in the unboxing, which is this little doodad right here. All right, so this is actually an easy fix. We wanted to pull, if you're getting the red light on your Raspberry Pi and you're not getting that green light that's blinking, all you need to do is take out the SD card that comes right underneath here, and then you want to get a device like this, or if you have the ports on your laptop or computer, plug it into a computer and download the Raspbian OS for the device, have it written on there, plug it in. If you get the green light, should be good to go. And then of course, we're gonna be going through all the setup and enjoy the shaky camera footage like this. Beer number 2. You guys are gonna love the foamy pour, but we're releasing that CO2. Just the way I like it. All right, so after farting around for a few minutes and talking in the Discord setup, I finally have everything ready to go, and I wanna show you guys how to do this, so that way you can set everything up as easily as possible, and here is your quick video on it. So we currently have everything set up on the Raspberry Pi 3. We are waiting for the OS to update and get everything done before we move on to the software version of this mining. But the first thing we want to do is we have our little sensor device here that we want to plug into the main board. So you want to get one of these 40 pin connector single pin slots, and the order that you want to go is going to be plugged in red, blue, yellow, skip a peg, and then black. So that might be hard to see. So the order again is red, blue, yellow, skip a pin, and then black. Here is the graphic that Smart Tower had sent me. Then once you go from there, once you got your red light on, you're gonna get your connector, one of the connector cables, whether it's a long one or short one based on your usage, where it's got the 2 male parts there. And then you're gonna run that to the actual sensor here. And you can see we've got a green light on that, and that is ready to go. We are up to date, and we are now gonna move on to the software. For future reference and for the sake of this video, today we're just using the Raspberry Pi with the little device straight to a small air quality sensor, the Planet Tower Adafruit, and that's just for the sake of setting up the easiest possible. But I'm going to be doing the Awair element here in the near future, which I heard is even easier because you don't need to run the wires to it. So we'll be able to set this little device up, probably in a 3D printed case that we're gonna find and create and build so it looks nice and we can tuck it away. And of course, we will then have it connected to the Awair element with its little GPS thing, and we can just tuck this device away unless we plan on getting another air quality sensor to move. So that's kind of everything in a nutshell. Before we lead into that, we are now currently waiting on an image to be uploaded from the Pi team, so that way we can get it on here and we can get that software. Probably not going to be shown in this video because I want to go over the PiFi infrastructure on the computer screen with you guys. So stay tuned for that.
So if you guys had any issues with that camera footage on getting everything set up with my crappy little tutorial, you can go to the PiFi page and go into do-it-yourself, the Get Started section, and you can scroll down and you can see the products that you're going to need. Right now, there's a limited license, normally at $99, very similar to the type licenses for the Planet Watch project. They have one right now in beta for $25. I'm not sure if it's still available anymore, but the main course of this video is the hardware setup, and if you want to get your device set up, there's this video, which is only 2 minutes long. It walks you through everything, and then of course you're going to want to add the asset. This is on the Algo blockchain, very similar to Planet's, and you just go into the My Algo wallet. Right now it is in testnet, so you have to make sure when you go into My Algo that you select the testnet. Let me see if I can just show that real quick without logging in. Oh yeah, it says just add an account, but I'll have to redo this here shortly. We have a temporary one right now, but when you're in My Algo, you just go up here to the right and add testnet, and that's where you'll be able to add the token. Just search PiFi and you'll see it there. There's a step-by-step video on that. And then they have a step-by-step video on activating their license. For the sake of this video running too long, I didn't want to do this stuff. I will come back and actually show an update when we have the sensor and the stream running, because right now we are waiting for the devs to release an image that we have to flash onto the drive for our Raspberry Pi. That's going to allow us to utilize and start sending air. Also, we want to come back when we're ready to be streaming from the Awair element, but for the sake of the unboxing video, the product that they sent me, I wanted to make sure I did that and had that coverage in the basic installation. But right now it's sitting right here. We are going to 3D print a case for it that is going to like nicely bundle everything up, give it a little protection, and probably showcase that in another video. We're not going to do that today because we have some other things that we want to do, like drink and play video games. Maybe Fortnite later if you guys want. Let me know in the comments below. But we have that sitting there and that's ready to go. So let's look at PiFi really quick. We'll do a longer breakdown video on this in the near future as our schedule is now changing, and then we'll wrap up this video kind of with what, my future plans are for this channel as we are in an opportunity to start making more content once again with our job. So the PiFi network is a global distributed data collection platform, making it easier than ever for beginners, hobbyists, and do-it-yourself veterans alike to visualize and get the most out of their environmental data sensors and monitors. Long story short, in a nutshell, what I'm attracted to on this project is that we're going to be able to use these devices once again. We all bought them for $150 to $250, and we all have them just sitting there collecting dust and smelling farts. So we're going to have those used. Like, I really appreciate the devices that were sent out to me by the PiFi team, but they approached me knowing that I was looking for something to do with the Awair elements once again, and that's what really attracted me to it. We'll go more into the tokenomics and the actual platform itself here in the near future, but the main thing is that these devices aren't going to be useless, which is awesome. PiFi Network aims to be a leader in the emergency field, backed by its inexpensive and widely available selection of supported hardware, sensors, and data types. This allows individuals and communities to collect, monitor, and share their environmental data that is important to them. Beyond access and visualization of data, PiFi Network software, blah, 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 blah. You guys know I don't go a lot over the mumbo jumbo. One of the devs and one of the main guys did reach out to me, and we were talking, and he said, he doesn't want something along the lines of like just the flooding and the get rich quick and all that stuff in this platform. He wants it very compliant and very open and very, very transparent. And that was really kind of outside of the love for the fact that we can use that device. That was something that, did attract me to the platform. I do apologize in advance because I know I'm going to be making a clickbait title. Actually, it's not really advanced if you're watching this far in the video. But I do apologize this late that, yes, I'm going to make a clickbaity title. Yes, I'm going to make a clickbaity image. And yes, I'm going to be referencing the super cheap and profitable miner and finally back to life again. So that way we can get the clicks. Anywho, that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them below. Telegram, Twitter, Discord, all that stuff is in the link of this video. We're also going to be linking the information to the PiFi, so if you want to join their Discord or get involved or start looking into that project, remember, do your own research, but we will be continuing to bring you content once we get everything up and going. We got it sitting all right here, and once we get it all connected to the Awair. So this is going to be a new form of content that we want to bring to the channel that's very similar to all of our previous content, where it's that plug and play mining, which, even though the channel has been slowly, I don't want to say dying, but only one video a week, 2 videos a week, there's still people that have actually reached out to me with some stuff coming in the future that I'm going to be doing coverage on you, especially the potential competitor to Helium, which is going to be based off of Low Raw as well. So maybe, we'll have some interesting content there. Maybe we'll have an unboxing video. That's just a little bit of a tease there. Some other things that we need to cover is we are well beyond our 90-day call-out period for the Blocks team in the game, kind of see where they're at. I think their token got unlisted, and now they're going through re-evaluation of it as well. So I'm kind of done with that platform. Still going to leave the devices, but I don't think I'm going to sweat or thrive or even stick around in the disc. I don't know. We're going to just do an update on Blocks, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We are also going to be talking about a crypto platform that I have been in since the day I got into crypto. It's been around since 2013, and every single time I do a video on it, the channel will get banned for 2 weeks. So what's going to happen is we're probably going to direct you to Library and Odin if you guys have that, or whatever it's called. I still have LBC, and I still have all my videos automatically uploaded there. So we're going to do a video that directs you guys to Library so you can actually see this crypto platform that I've still been involved in for so long. And we don't have to worry about a YouTube strike. Our schedule did change up a little bit, so we're kind of in a position to where we can do maybe 2 to 3 videos a week, as long as we are financially stable, because we just got hit with a $75,000 medical bill for my wife's back surgery, and I have to Uber to figure out a way to cover all that, because insurance didn't cover the entire thing. So click on the link and buy me a coffee or a beer in the description. Anywho, that's it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. I'm Will Price. We'll see you guys next time.